Houston, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. And the Longhorns will kick it away first. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense takes the field. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Dropping back, it's Shapen. Right down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third down, going up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Texas's offense will take the field for the first time. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking the safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. This has been highly anticipated. Texas moving to the SEC, a seismic shift in the landscape of college football, and now up to the Longhorns to perform against their new conference rivals.
Well, it's a big day in college football, a big day in the SEC, and for these players too, David. A program with so much tradition and history finally playing their first game in the SEC.
And such a big brand, obviously. Texas coming in, and last year was a good start, right? Beating Alabama, at their place in a tough SEC environment. So they've seen that environment. Now, let's see if they can go through a gauntlet, the whole SEC, and see if that Hook'em brand continues to reign high.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bond. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game.
Hard! And they jump on top. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Well, to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. From the gun, the running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Mississippi State going up tempo. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Got some room to run. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bolden. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Running behind that left side. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bolden. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. The Longhorns are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. Pulls it in. It's Bolden.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Bond. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Swings it out to the flat. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Takes the handoff, it's Booth. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. They'll give it to him again. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. It's Chapin. Fires to the big fella. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. No huddle offense to the line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Grab behind the line. It's Bond. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. It's Bolden. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of ends.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to barge in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall. Everybody's
selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground. A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, Let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Bulldogs will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Offense set on first down. Looking for space. It's Booth.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
To the air. It's Shapen. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Mississippi back to the field to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Texas offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs...
Ball is free. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Gonna run it. It's Booth. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They'll keep it on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking for a man. It's Chapin. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front.
Throws toward the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Off the play fake on first down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Old Dominion. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The Longhorns will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Baxter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got his man quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick off. Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5.
The return.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Finds the tight end.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The run from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Blue. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Texas.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look.
Looking deep down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build it.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
That is a perfectly executed onside kick. Great job by the kicker, making sure the ball goes 10 yards, and then how about the kicking team diving on top of that ball?
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe...
Open runway ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The first down sack pushes the ball back to this long second down. Over the middle, it's ball. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And tackled there by the defense.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out and execute and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.